Chapter 3, Grading and Graphics. Grading and graphics is about adding computer-generated effects to your storyline. It's also a way to add style and adjust the video you shot. You'll learn about color grading, graphic effects, transitions, and motion graphics. If you're editing with a smartphone app, your options will be greatly diminished. But sit tight. There's still plenty of ways to polish your movie. Color grading. The first rule of color grading is to make sure that your image has a good black and a good white. The easiest way to adjust the image is with a video editing program that has a Luma waveform guide shown on the left with an inspector control shown on the right. In general, black is 0 and white is 100. We can see that the black is not quite 0 and the whites are over 100, so this image could use some adjustments. In the inspector, let's lower the shadows so we get a nice rich black. Next, we lower the highlights so we get as much detail in them as possible. There are several other scopes and controls to refine adjustments, but having a good black and a good white will make your image pop. Effects. Filter effects shortcut all kinds of adjustments needed to create all kinds of looks. These filters often come with adjustment options so you can tweak them yourself. For example, a sepia filter creates a warm, soothing, antique look. But you don't have to accept it as it is. Lower it from 100% to 25% and you get a slightly warm look that isn't overpowering. Gradients. A gradient darkens or lightens a selected area gradually. I often use it to darken areas, making it easier to focus on the main subject. Transitions. There are all kinds of fancy transitions to get you from one scene to the next. Just drag one between clips. But some of them can be annoying and even distracting to telling your story. A cross dissolve is the standard, most simple transition. It can soften the beginning or ending of a scene. To make a really clean break between scenes, place a 1 or 2 second black space between them. Add a cross dissolve to the end of one scene and to the beginning of the next. The fade in and fade out can be lengthened or shortened by simply dragging the edge. Motion graphics. Behaviors, filters, generators, replicators, particle emitters, motion graphics can be overwhelming. Here's a behavior called write-on. The easiest way to learn what's available is to click each item and watch the preview. After that, there's a bit of tweaking, so think of motion graphics as part of your long-term learning strategy. Grading and graphics is an extremely powerful software tool to add all kinds of magic effects to your video. Many effects have become just drag and drop. However, that's just the tip of the iceberg of what's available. I recommend spending time playing around with motion graphics software and learn about its vast potential to contribute to your video storytelling.